India's High Commissioner to Pakistan, Gautam Bambawale, has just met Pakistan's Foreign Secretary. India's put forth 3 demands. 1. They've sought 2 days consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav. 2. India has asked for a copy of the charge sheet. And 3. India has asked for a copy of the verdict to take this case forward. Meanwhile, advisor to Pakistan's Prime Minister on Foreign Affairs, Sartaj Aziz, claimed Pakistan had given a fair trial following due process to Kulbhushan Jadhav. He claimed that on the 22nd of July, there was a confessional statement. On the basis of a confessional statement which was recorded in front of a magistrate under section 164 of Pakistan's Code of Criminal Procedure, CRPC, this is admissible as evidence in a court of law. He then went on to say there was summary of evidence and then sentencing. He also said that on the 23rd of January 2017, Government of India was given permission for consular access, but India is yet to respond. On the broadcast, no political talk, no diplomatic talk. I want to hear from 2 soldiers. I want to bring in on this broadcast Lieutenant General B.S. Jaswal, former Army Commander, Northern Command. I also want to bring in Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed. He's commanded in Mechanized Infantry Battalion in Pakistan. Colonel Saeed, India, 14 attempts made by India to get consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav. Pakistan follows the Vienna Convention, India follows the Vienna Convention, and yet Pakistan denies India access to an Indian citizen. Why, sir?
I am with you at the moment. It has been denied, and I think that only option available to get the access is not by bullying and forcing your way through. I think you need to mind your technique of seeking this meeting. And if you try to push it through by hostility or by force through media warfare and whatever, I think that hype would not take you to any sort of consular access.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. How does the media become relevant? It is so irrelevant. The point is, Government of India is talking to Government of Pakistan. General Jaswal, Pakistan just seems to be deflecting. Government of India is talking to Government of Pakistan, seeking consular access to an Indian citizen that Government of India says was illegally abducted from Iran, taken into Balochistan and now sentenced to death. Why should Pakistan deny consular access, sir? Okay, I'll try and reestablish that link with General Jaswal in just a moment. General Jaswal, go on, sir.
No, I have got it. Hello. Yeah, that's fine. You see, whatever Pakistan is putting across, even in Sartaj Aziz, his statement, there is a dichotomy. If you see, he has said that he had 2 passports, one Indian and one Muslim passport, that is being a Muslim. Tell me which spy will carry an Indian passport? Is that the modus vivendi? 2, India has said he is our man. Why deny him the consular access as per the Vienna Convention? 3, we know the kind of field general court-martial which goes on over there. The track record of Pakistan, last year, 87 people have been sentenced to death. The previous year, it was 367. And majority of the cases have been sentenced on so-called confessions. I saw the video of confession of Jadhav. You all had put it up on the TV.
Yes.
Well, I've also done a course and where interrogation was part of it. You can clearly make out that this man is training to see a screen on which it's being rolled as to what he's supposed to speak.
Respond, Colonel Shafqat Saeed.
Any novice will be able to tell.
Yes. Let's take it point by point. Which spy would carry an original passport going into in a hostile country? It defies logic. That's point 1. And point 2, just on the basis of a confessional statement, no corroborative evidence, sir?
It's for me, Gaurav?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gaurav, in the time that Kulbhushan Yadav was directing these operations, there are a number of incidents in which people got killed, and at the same time, there were a lot of miscreants who were arrested. And once the chair, and let me tell you, it was long before his coming into Pakistan. Once he was operating from Iran, he was directing these operations, and ISI had got the complete link established. And then they kept waiting till when he got into Pakistan, he was immediately kidnapped.
Okay.
Now,
fair enough. If you're saying that is what happened, why not put out evidence? Why not put out evidence? Why is Pakistan not giving India the charge sheet or the verdict in this case, Colonel Shafqat Saeed?
Gaurav, there are 2-3 things I think you must understand that. First of all, Pakistan, once is trying to sort out an issue, does not require approval of anybody else around the world, including India. So why you are so pushed that why the evidence was not put on public domain? It was not a political case. It was not a economic or commercial scam, or it was not a public matter. It was a war against terror, and a terrorist, a man who confessed that he has been managing these things in Karachi and in other places of Balochistan. So,
sir,
why you are so
for an Ajmal Amir Kasab, India put out evidence in public domain. For other Pakistani terrorists, all evidence is put out in public domain. The trial is carried out in a civil court. Trial is carried out in an open court where even the media can go and see it. We have 27 Pakistanis currently undergoing trial in different Indian jails. All trials happening in an open court. It just defies logic, General Jaswal.
If you permit me.
Please.
Yes, General Jaswal.
Should I answer?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. You see, I mentioned previously also in the previous debate that Pakistan is hell-bent in proving that India is involved in Balochistan. Therefore, they must put him to the gallows. The incident in the Lahore High Court clearly establishes the fact that, come what may, no support will be given to this person, because it is in the national interest of Pakistan to prove that India is involved in Balochistan. There are so many dichotomous statements which are coming up, and like the evidence, etc., they're all violative of the Vienna Convention.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate Colonel Saeed's point as a Pakistani. He will say so, that okay, we need not give. But there is an international umbrella which is there, Vienna Convention. Okay. They are part of it. They have to share the evidence, and they have to give consular access to Jadhav, since we have owned him. He is our man.
Yes. On
business out there, not on spying or subversive activities. In the case of Asad, the Pakistani, they say, sorry, he's not ours.
Yes.
And if General Pasha, when he went to General Hayden, he said that time that the boys was ours, but the operation was not ours. He confessed the boys were theirs, yet absolutely. Pakistan denied Asad being theirs.
Absolutely.
Here we are saying that he's ours.
Up the boy, we are owning up Kulbhushan Jadhav, but Pakistan refuses to give India consular access. But Kaswar Klasra, my colleague from Pakistan, now joins us for more on this story. Kaswar, you are reporting on this meeting between India's High Commissioner and Pakistan's Foreign Secretary. Is there any forward movement? What are you picking up from the Pakistan Foreign Office?
Well, Gaurav, let me tell you that it was a highly important meeting that had taken place between Indian High Commissioner and, the Pakistan Foreign Secretary this afternoon. What I can tell you at the moment is the Indian side have raised issue of Kulbhushan Jadhav, and they have put forward two demands. And I would say, I would like to use a lot of debunk. Put two debunk demands. One of them is they demanded the copy of, the charge sheet and the judgment of the marshal, the Pakistan's military court against Kulbhushan Jadhav. First. And second thing, they have demanded, the consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav for 14 times. It's according to my sources. But I have been reporting this saga since yesterday. So according to my sources, they believe that this time Pakistani side may be willing to provide consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav, but on some conditions. What are the conditions? What might be the conditions? I don't know at the moment, but this is what I'm hearing and getting from.
Okay, so you're saying that Pakistan could give India conditional consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav, but this is an offer that was actually made in January 2017, Colonel Shafqat Saeed. Once again, if the same is reiterated in April, it doesn't make sense. Pakistan, according to Kaswar Klasra, wants to give India conditional consular access, which means that India should first accept he's a spy, only then consular access will be given. But isn't that unfair and once again against principles of natural justice?
Gaurav, there is a proverb that says, exactly like that. You are trying to do the same thing and Pakistan is trying to do the same thing. I think the baseline is the relation must improve and come to the level that we start addressing each other's concerns. At the moment, if you expect that Pakistan would follow your footsteps and you would follow Pakistan's footsteps with this relation, I'm sorry, this is not going to take place. The nature is such. I don't expect India paying any heed to Pakistani requests, and please expect the same from Pakistan. It's not only Kulbhushan Yadav, it's so many other issues as well. Kashmir is amongst them.
Oh, come on, you can't drag Kashmir into everything. Colonel, for us, it's not an issue to score political brownie points. It's not an issue to score political brownie points. For us, it's an Indian life that is at stake. There's an Indian life at stake. We do not want politics on this subject, but I want to also bring in India Today's Hamza Amir, who joins us from Lahore. Hamza, apparently lawyers in Lahore have refused to defend Kulbhushan Jadhav. How did this crop up? Is his case coming up in an appellate court in Lahore? Is he in Kot Lakhpat prison in Lahore?
Well, Gaurav, if we don't have a history which actually should establish this fact that a military court's decision can be challenged in a civil court, that is something that is going to be new, and that is why, because the military court takes decision, the army announces it, the government does not announce it, the army does it. I don't think anyone's going to be willing to actually challenge this and ensure their own personal security in its parameters as well. So that is why no lawyer is ready to actually take up this case. And not to forget, the Indian prisoners in Pakistani jail do not have a lawyer anymore as well, because the lawyer who was here had to flee Pakistan.
Yes, he's in Sweden.
On the threat of security. So definitely, I don't think you will have, it's a very weak case that Pakistan is going to be taking up if there is anything when it comes to securing the life of Kulbhushan Yadav.
Okay, and let me get General Jaswal to respond to that. Hamza Amir is bringing out a very pertinent point. There is no lawyer in Pakistan who's willing to take up case, not just of Kulbhushan Jadhav, but Hamza says of no other Indian, because the only lawyer who was willing to do that had to run away with his family to Sweden when they were threatened in Pakistan, sir, when they took up Sarabjit Singh's case.
Well, that clearly points out the attitude and the ethics of law not being followed in Pakistan. The lawyers community are supposed to have ethic like the doctors. If in case there is someone whose case is to be pleaded, he should be given full freedom. But in Pakistan, if they're not permitting, well, that shows the attitude. So come what may, I don't know who's going to contest his case.
Okay.
Because actually, Field General Court Martial, number of cases, Pakistan has executed the people then and there itself. Field trial and killed, executed. I've seen the videos myself.
So have I. You're
now,
absolutely
of course,
right, General.
To offset international pressure, they're saying that they will offset this by giving a period for appeal, etc., 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 60 days to the president, etc., whatever it is. But if the attitude is this right from the beginning, do we have any hope? Only in one case. If the international pressure, like Mr. Patnaik, who's of the South Asian Amnesty International, he's criticized this. If the UNHRC, if they put in pressure, yes. So we have to mobilize international pressure. America has been unhappy the way he's been tried.
They've bombed neighboring Nangarhar in eastern Afghanistan.
If the evidence is put forth to us.
Yes. Yes, that evidence. And Colonel Shafqat Saeed, there is the problem, Colonel Shafqat Saeed. One, Pakistan refuses to put evidence in public domain. And that seems to indicate that Pakistan doesn't have evidence apart from a sham confessional statement. That's point one, sir. Point two, why should it be a field general court-martial? What was the tearing hurry? What was the emergency? Why not a regular court where due process of law could be and would be followed, sir?
Gaurav, in Pakistan, all the espionage, sabotage cases which involve foreign nationals and Pakistanis are tried at field general court-martial under Secret Act 1923, and if that has resulted in loss of life or damage to the government or civilian property, then Section 59 is also incorporated. And this is absolutely not an innovation for Kulbhushan Jadhav. And like this, you forget that you would be able to get anything for Kulbhushan Yadav, or you would even never get near this attitude.
No,
need to change.
No. So what does Pakistan expect? Does Pakistan want India to come on a bent knee? There are two democracies. At least one is a democracy. The other military courts give such verdicts. What does Pakistan expect? You want India to come on a bent knee, is it?
Yeah, you are caught readily. If you don't want to do that, then please find out some good fair means. But if you went on using force, I don't think that Pakistan, this is just a Pakistan, you know.
General, closing comments to you. You heard Colonel Shafqat Saeed. Pakistan wants India to come on a bent knee. It's more of an ego hassle for Pakistan that India should not talk to Pakistan on Pakistan-sponsored terror and inaction against Hafiz Saeed, but come on a bent knee, resume dialogue to get Kulbhushan Jadhav back.
I don't think so. India, as a responsible nation, will ever do that. It will take responsible steps and logical steps to secure the release of Jadhav. We don't have to go in for a bargain. As a responsible nation, a responsible democracy, we don't have to go in for a bargain. We will take logical steps and we will ensure whatever is there within our power, like what the minister had said, we will try and secure the release. But we definitely will not go with bent knees over there.
On that note that all will be done and hoping for the best, I would like to thank all my guests, Colonel Shafqat Saeed,